Howdy how, boys and girls! The Trout 91 here with the Howdy How, Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh entrance. Yeah, buddy. Playing some TDM on Warhawk. This time I use the Remington with the suppressor and red dot. I've switched to the suppressor so I can get those high kill streaks. The muzzle brake, absolutely fantastic on this gun. Would recommend it most of the time. But if you're playing the lone wolf kind of thing, you're not too sure about your teammates, usually the suppressor is a good way to go. So I'm going to quickly run through my perks, because from the start here I make two reasonable mistakes that kind of lead to my two and only two deaths of the game, and we actually end up 39-2 in the end. So you can just see how much I rectified the mistakes I was making. That first one I just didn't check my surroundings well enough, and then this next one trying to pop shot him, think I could shoot for the window. He's got a sniper rifle, he's going to win that engagement 9 times out of 10, and he does in fact do that. So we've pretty much got to find a way of getting back in that. So I pick quick draw. Obviously I want to be up ready as possible with my shots. Dead Silence, don't want to get sound hoard off the grid, you know, self-explanatory. Those satcoms can be a real pain in reaching those high kill streaks. Focus, I want my shots as ready as possible. This Bison comes in such good handy here. So we move on to the first perk again, Amplify. I want to be able to sound hoard people as early as possible, and it does help against Dead Silence a little bit, so it is nice to have. Pick up 2 kills very quickly there. That guy thinks I'm not ready for the second drop, but I do manage to put enough shots in that guy to finish him off, and one of them actually rage quits the game in the end. So next up we've got Sleight of Hand, which actually comes in handy very quickly. It's usually later on in the whole matchup that I find that Sleight of Hand is a big prominent thing. At the beginning you've got opportunities where it's not that important to have Sleight of Hand, obviously, because people are dispersed, you don't know what's going on, and then you'll start to draw attention as the game goes on with your position. So here I've picked up kills, I see lots of teammates around me, but I'm not too sure exactly where to move out from and progress forward. So I opt to destroy the house and get into it, which gives me an absolutely superb vantage point as they are filtering it through the middle street. I'm not sure why, because it's a bit of a hostile area for this map. There's another kill for me, just picked up. Very simple stuff, so I'm just waiting for a good opportunity. I know that if one of my teammates goes down behind me, I can quickly turn around and pick up the kill there, so I'm not too bothered about turning around. But I notice he's quite pushed up, which gives me a good tactical range to think, oh yeah, I can actually move out. I just check mid-street one more time because I see a red dot there, and I'm going to back off and go around the back. So at this point, we're looking around, trying to put some shots. I put some shots in there. I'm hoping he won't challenge quickly enough, and that Sleight of Hand comes in good handy. He's not ready for it, and I get the drop on him. So now we have Stalker, and the reason I put Stalker on is because it is so good to be able to walk around corners whilst aiming down on sights and being ready for it. So I'm actually sound whoring this guy. That Amplify coming good way. I play patient games and I pick up the kill. Now I know that if you remove the third kill streak, you can actually get your specialist bonus quicker, but I found that, you know I'm going to hit the 12 points very easily, so I don't need those extra perks to ensure that I can do it. And I think that's the main reason people are doing it, or to try and get their the fastest chem strikes, which I'm not really into. That's not my thing, going for fast chem strikes. If I get the chem strike, I'm happy, to be honest. That's all I'm really up for. And I think at this point, I'm not too sure exactly what's going on. The team I have are all around that one side. I'm pushed up. They could be coming from the back of me. They could be coming from the front. If I charge out there, there's too much of the actual area to scan out before being able to find that person. So if I don't look in the right area, I could get killed very quickly. So it's not a nice thing to be in. So I eventually man up, look outside. I'm in a free position. I'm going to come through this middle street just to check what's out there. Nothing's there, so I think I'll take the safety route and go around the back. So my specialist bonus perks are ready up. You know, I want to be ready as quickly as possible. If those few and rare situations, I do have to quickly make up some ground and sprint, and I'm suddenly surprised. Ready up's going to help me out here. But this is one thing to note, that even when you have off the grid, if you are seen by a SATCOM, you'll still appear on it. So that's something to note. And I see that guy in the window. I know that I want to go over there next, and I think I've got to get over there. I've got Dead-Eye because I don't want my kills being given away. I do have the suppressor, so it's a lot more useful to have that on. I think it's called Dead-Eye, where the X's don't appear on the people who you kill. We got Scavenger because I found when I started using a specialist streak, I didn't use Scavenger, and for the past few Call of Duties, I've never really found much use for Scavenger. It was only the old Call of Duty days that I did. But I have found that if you want to hit those high kill streaks, you need a Scavenger. If you want to keep your main gun, that is. So we got the ICU as well, just in case I am tagged up a little bit, or I go in an engagement and I've got to hit another engagement very quickly. I can make sure I regen that health as quickly as possible, and attack resist just in case I'm trying to get out of an engagement or someone's trying to challenge me with stun grenades and flashes. It doesn't have that much of an effect on me. So it's basically me thinking all about multiple engagements. I think that's the one thing that kind of ruins your overall what's the word I'm trying to say? The thing that ruins your overall kind of chances of getting these chem strikes and stuff is the fact that you don't have something that's going to help you out in a massive bundle of people. You're kind of relying on, especially in TDM, you're kind of relying on individual matchups. So what I'm thinking, with this whole package that I've got going here and the way I play it, I'm trying to think of, in a worst case scenario, I want to be prepared. I'm thinking 2 steps ahead. This whole game I've been thinking what I want to do in an engagement and then what I want to be doing after. So I'm thinking pretty much 2 steps ahead of what exactly I'm doing. So right here, I'm thinking I want to come around this backside. I see that guy, I back down, pop out, pick the kill, and I know I want to get over here into some more cover in case there is someone lurking around. So that's another kill there. He was actually watching for me to come out, and I was thinking I want to get into the cover. So it was a good move to be thinking those 2 steps ahead. And thinking 2 steps ahead is going to save you so many times, especially if you have this strike package loadout that I have on. Because you're just going to be ready for the engagements after engagements after engagements. And in this game, I could have probably played a lot more aggressive, even though I played an absolutely flawless game when it came to kills to death. I could have rushed my gameplay a little bit more to make sure that I got the more kills that I could have done. I could have probably hit the 45, 50 kills in this gameplay had I really pressured myself to actually move around, because these guys just sat in Gina's bakery, I think it is, and didn't really move. And for some reason, my teammates kept challenging and challenging and challenging. And it was frustrating because we did in fact lose because they simply kept giving them kills that they didn't need to do. And they weren't really thinking about how they were going to approach it. They were just flying in there and dying constantly. And that wasn't thinking 2 steps ahead. So right now I'm like, I know they're around here. Are they all in that Gina's bakery or are they floating around the backside? Let's have a look. So I move into the inside and check it out. My teammate comes around the back. He's going to fly up the stairs. I could challenge with him, but I know I'm close to the chem strike. So I don't want to do that. It's a silly move to try and do that. It's not worth doing. Managed to pick up this kill on Joe, and that's simple days for me. I know there's going to be another one coming in here, and I'm pretty much attracting attention, but I know that there are people on top of me. They're all focused on this bakery, so I have to be careful what I'm doing, which is why I'm not flying out the streets. And you can see on the mini-map, my teammates just constantly going up there and trying to do something about it. And I know if we can get the chem strike, I can flush them out, so I'm thinking a few steps ahead, trying to get my team back in here. We're behind by 10 kills. If I can get this chem strike and they don't give away too many kills, we can get back in this. But no, they give 2 silly kills away. But the plus side is that I have flushed them out with that chem strike. So that's 6 kills in our favor, and we're now only behind by 7 kills. So if my teammates stop acting very, very silly and start thinking with their brains, we can actually make something of this. So right here, it's actually really dark. It's very difficult to see once the chem strike goes down. So I'm using that stalker to my full advantage. Using their X's to think where the kill is. I managed to pick up the kill and I back off, thinking 2 steps ahead. So right here, I know they're going to be spawning in that back left, well, the top left-hand corner of where I am right now. So I want to be moving up there and trying to get kills. So I pick up that kill and I'm going to keep moving around. I actually hear this guy very well, so I'm going to switch to the Bison so I have a full advantage in this engagement. Pre-fire up the stairs, check around this corner because I know someone's probably going to be there. Pick up that kill. Pick up another kill, and we're just cruising at this point, but my teammates are still just giving away kills after kills after kills, and it's very, very aggravating. But what can you do? That's Call of Duty for you. So even though I play a flawless game, I pick up that kill, I know I don't want to come back out in case someone's coming through there, and there is someone. I managed to get the reload off quickly enough. He's not ready for it. I pick up my last kill of the game, and that's going to be the end of the matchup. So the moral of the story is, don't be silly, don't keep challenging with no real game plan, try and think 2 moves ahead and you will have yourself a very successful Call of Duty game. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like rating, it's appreciated, and I'll see you later. Peace out.